So today I'm going to teach you all about the process that it takes to raise a show pig from birth to finish, with an emphasis on the things that the techniques and things that me and my family use to raise these show pigs and take care of them. With that being said, I would like to tell you guys, to establish my credibility, I'd like to tell you a little bit about my background. So I grew up on a farm, and ever since the age of 8 years old, alongside with my family, we've bred, raised, and sold show pigs. So it's something that I'm really passionate about. I have a lot of experience with it, and it's just something that I know a lot about. With that being said, let's dive into the topic. So I'm going to start with this show pig, and I want to ask one of the TAs how much they think this show pig is worth.
$30,000.
Okay, not even close, but I appreciate your guess. Okay, Travis Platt and his company called Upper Hand Genetics, based out of Indiana, in July 2017 purchased this boar by the name of Leaps and Bounds from a place called Cord Farms, based out of Ohio, for a price of a whopping $350,000. So, with that being said, we don't have this kind of a market for show pigs in the western United States, but it's where this whole process starts. So obviously we don't have the pig in Utah, so live breeding is out of the question. So they'll draw the semen from this boar back east and they'll send it over to us. And we'll use a process called artificial insemination. So we'll take the semen in these tubes, which are called doses, and to compensate for the price that they spent on that pig, for one of these tubes, it'll cost anywhere from $50 to $400 a dose. So with that, we'll use these AI rods to breed our gilt or our sow, which is a female. And once they catch or get pregnant, their gestation cycle is 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. After that cycle, you'll get your show pigs. So in the farrowing house, they'll be in there for about 3 to 4 weeks, finishing in the farrowing house about 15 to 20 pounds. And after we wean the sow off them, we will move them to what's called a nursery pen. In the nursery pen, they'll be in there for about 6 weeks, being fed what we like to use, a feed called Show-Right, which is a corn and soy based feed with a medication called lincomycin, which is just a preventative antibiotic. So once we take them from nursery pen, after 6 weeks, we'll move them into individual pens where they will be in there for the remaining 16 weeks starting at about 15 pounds. So while in the individual pens, we'll do a combination of things. So I'll start with the feed protocol. Again, we'll use the corn and soy based feed, and we'll mix in supplements depending on what the pig needs for their individual needs. So I'd like to start with, I'm going to point and just reference so you guys know which one I'm referring to. So I'm going to start with the Paline 900 at the top left. So this is a lysine-based growth stimulant, which is basically a protein, and it builds muscle and bulks them up. And then if they are too hard muscle, we like to use Sumo on the top right corner there, which is a fat supplement. So it'll soften them up and make them look a little bit softer in their muscle. We also like to use Smorfil and Yagi steam rolled oats, and those kind of go hand in hand. Those are filler fibers. And then lastly, we like to use Depth Charge and Power Fill, which those also go hand in hand as well. And those are both beet pulp based filler, so it'll really expand their stomach and make their belly look full. And we really like to use this right before showtime. Okay, so with that, we also train and condition them. So just like athletes, they have to be in shape before the show because they get tired really fast. So we want to build up their stamina and just get them ready to show. And by doing that, we'll let them out in the wide open, and we'll use this show whip, and it's just like a flexible stick with a tassel on the end of it, and it doesn't hurt them. It's just fundamental to train them the pace to move at, and the things we need them to learn prior to being in the show ring. So a few days before the show, we'll actually cut their hair. So this is a poster. John Sullivan, founder of Stock Show University, in 2018 published this poster in which it gives a hog fitting and clipping techniques. So in this poster, in a basic rule of thumb, you'll just use a regular clippers, number 2 guard across the back and the remaining part of the body. And then for the head, ears, and neck, you'll want to use a number 0 guard. So you just want to take the hair right down. And then you generally don't clip the legs. So you get them to the show, you weigh them in, and you want to wash them and just clean up their skin. Generally, we like to use the whitening foam shampoo. It really exfoliates their skin and cleans them up really good. But people also like to use just regular dish soap. And then 30 minutes to an hour before showtime, just like humans put on lotion, we'll put what's called sudden impact purple oil or just your classic baby oil and just really condition their skin and just shine them up right before show to look like that. This is actually a picture of me a couple years ago at the state fair. And that's just what a presentable pig looks like, what you'll generally see in the show ring. Okay, so with that being said, my family as well as families across the United States go through this whole process and do all these things in hopes to get this result, which is a winner. Thank you.